What's up guys, it's Pliskin Boy here, and once again I'm crawling out of my hole to talk about some guns. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite broken weapon from PUBG, the UMP. I've made tons of videos before about guns, but I've never really talked about broken guns, and I was sitting around one day and I decided, well, why not make a video about it? Because after all, this channel is pretty much just me making content that entertains, well, myself. So what is it about the UMP that makes it so broken? Because I'm sure one could argue that any one gun in PUBG is broken, or that all the guns are pretty balanced, which I think they are. However, I find that a lot of players tend to use this weapon and keep it until the end game, simply because, well, it's broken. First off, you can find this gun pretty much everywhere on the map, and 9mm is one of the most common ammos in PUBG, so staying stocked is not an issue. I've had times where I'm using the 5.56 or 7.62 assault rifle, and towards the end of the match I start running low. But with the UMP, this isn't a problem. Realistically, the UMP is a direct gas blowback SMG that was created to withstand the brutality of maritime environments that the MP5 just couldn't handle. It's a decent, close to mid-range weapon. A lot of people run it on burst fire because of that direct gas blowback. You get a lot of recoil. I mean, it's a decent gun, but no one who shoots shit will tell you that it's something special. If you were to be using this gun in the PUBG scenario in real life, let's say you were kidnapped and thrown into this arena, and you brought the UMP with you, the sensible way to go about it would be to chamber it in 45, since if you're going to deal with that heavy recoil, you might as well get a larger round out of it, and you wouldn't really put any scopes on it. The UMP is better suited to red dot and holographic sights. You'd probably slap a grip on there to again help you with the recoil, maybe an extended mag, but you wouldn't be doing any crazy long range shots with this thing. This is just for tearing someone up if you turn the corner and they're right there in front of you. Going back to its depiction in PUBG, the UMP9 tears through opponents. However, it also tears through opponents wearing armor. And for those of you that don't know, 9mm isn't necessarily the greatest round for penetrating armor in real life. However, in PUBG, as soon as 9mm enters this gun right here, it becomes nigh unstoppable in terms of the damage that you can deal with low recoil, giving it an edge over other guns chambered in 7.62 or 5.56. But the game doesn't stop there. Not only is this gun, or this depiction of this gun, way more powerful than it is in reality, it also has an incredibly long range, rivaling that of some snipers in this game. If you put the UMP9 to burst fire in PUBG, you can go toe-to-toe with guys carrying SKSs, AWMs. It's pretty goddamn broken. When you can use an SMG as a sniper, that's a pretty damn good indicator. Not to mention that PUBG also makes the UMP9 seem pretty well suppressible. It acts pretty much like an MP5 when you slap a suppressor on it. However, as I mentioned before, the UMP is a direct gas blowback system, which means the gun is going to be, more reliable in maritime environments. So for those of you that don't understand that, it's underwater it'll work much better, because there's a lot more force going behind that bullet. However, it's going to be a lot louder, and suppressors aren't really going to do much for concealing you. Maybe protect your hearing, yes, but it's not going to be like an MP5 where the sound is reduced drastically. So it's not just the UMP necessarily that's too overpowered. 9mm in general in this game does a lot more damage than it does in real life. However, I wouldn't call other 9mm SMGs, pistols, or the VSS overpowered, because they're pretty well balanced. Like for example, the Bison that was recently added One might think it's overpowered because it pretty much acts like a pocket LMG, where you have those 53 bullets within the gun, but you can't really put too many attachments onto it. It's not as easy to find as the UMP is, giving it a certain novelty value when you do find it, like it's something special. Not to mention that the reload time is also significantly longer than the UMP, making it a hazard when you're in close quarters environments and someone's right around the corner and you run out of ammo. So again, the UMP tops it simply because of its versatility, quick reloads, and again, range and how easy you can find it. And I'm not saying that the Bison is bad, I'm simply saying that it's balanced because of those flaws. The other two guns that you could compare to the UMP and talk about, within the context of broken 9mm would be the Uzi and the newly added CZ Scorpion. While still wielding the overpowered 9mm round in this game, the Uzi is a balanced weapon simply because it acts like an SMG. You can't put sights on it, you can't do long shots with it, it tears up enemies at close like it's supposed to, making it a balanced weapon, unlike the UMP. I was originally thinking of including the Scorpion as a broken weapon, simply because it should not be a handgun. It gives you all the firepower of the Uzi and a lot of customization akin to the UMP, except you don't have to give up a weapon slot for it. You can just have it there as your sidearm. It can hold up to 40 rounds. It's ridiculous. However, I didn't put it there simply because it still has extremely limited range and can only be used as a close range SMG. So if we're looking at it as a handgun, yes, this thing is broken as shit. However, as an SMG, the Scorpion is just another nice addition to the well-balanced weapons of this game. So I hope talking about the UMP, its real-life equivalent, and some of the other SMGs within this game, I've shown you guys why it's a broken weapon and why I think the developers should nerf it. I shouldn't be going for an SMG as my main when I'm going up against snipers. It doesn't make sense and it really takes you out of the game. Now that being said, I really like the UMP because it's overpowered, so I'm conflicted, but overall I just want PUBG to be a balanced game. And the UMP in the state it is right now, it's nowhere near balanced. Alright guys, thanks for listening to me ramble about more guns for a little while longer. You'll notice that I used footage from what I consider to be the best channel for guns on YouTube, GARAND. If you want to learn more about the UMP9, how it functions in reality, and then go back to PUBG yourself and make that comparison, I'm going to leave a link to his channel below. Go ahead, go check it out. But if you just type in UMP9 in the search bar, it'll be one of the first things to come up. Anyways guys, this has been Pliskin, over and out.